This is the second time in 3 years the city has been told no. I am up in a skywalk outside of the U.S. Cellular Center. That's because all 3 casino proposals would have been built close to here. The largest would have been a few blocks down First Avenue here along the river. The next would have been built right where this parking garage is you see here behind me, and the third proposal would have been built right in front of this Skogman building that you see here. They're buildings that have been visualized for months, but after today's vote, people in Cedar Rapids are going to have to keep on visualizing. Both Clinton and Trump plan to stop in Cedar Rapids today. NBC says that Iowa is the single biggest battleground state for Hillary Clinton, and recent polls have both Trump and Clinton tied in the state of Iowa. I'm standing right outside of this barrier you can see here, but just past this area of downtown is actually on a curfew. No one is allowed in. They are very proud of the fact that despite as devastating as the flood was in 2008, there were 0 deaths in Cedar Rapids. That's, of course, something they would like to repeat this time around. Hagelin declined to speak with reporters after the sentencing, but she did smile at me and say hi on her way out of the courtroom, not appearing to be too upset with today's outcome. The company is still able to function in the meantime. I'm told several of the drivers actually keep their trucks at home, so they weren't here parked on site when the tornado ripped through. Ron, I spoke with the general manager here. She did an amazing thing. She tells us she actually pried one of those van doors open and pulled the baby out as he was sobbing. Tonight, she is just happy to learn he's okay. Watching was fun, but I wanted to put on the pants and try it out for myself. It's even tougher than it looks, but some of these women are considering it as a career. The camera can detect any type of heat, including body heat like mine. It can be used in search and rescue situations. Curling is something anyone can do, even me, and I've only tried it once before. Abby, Raven Taylor tells me that her son has spent the majority of his life in the hospital so far. He was born more than a month early with a heart condition and some other issues, but she was finally able to bring him home last week. Everything seemed to be going well, that is, until last night. It happened so fast.
Started feeding him and laid him down, and then just turned around, and he was like purple, like a purple blue color.
Raven Taylor picking up her 1-year-old son Kamai.
He like turned like a grayish color, like he looked dead to me.
Desperate, she ran outside screaming for help.
Can someone help me?
Joseph Rohn heard the cry for help.
That's when I looked out the window and saw her with a child, and I ran.
Another neighbor working to comfort Raven as Joseph did CPR and emergency crews were on the way.
Don't give up hope. Don't look at him. Don't stop believing. Miracles happen every day.
But things were not looking good.
I'm working on him for about 1.5 minutes, and I turned to her and I said, I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to stay at this.
The hardest words to hear.
I just dropped to my knees and I just cried. And I cried and I prayed because that 5 minutes felt like my whole life.
But Joseph continued to fight.
I'm not going to give up. We'll keep doing this till an ambulance does arrive. And just moments before the ambulance arrives, he opens his eyes and started breathing.
Now Kamai is alive and being cared for at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Neighbors calling it a miracle, and a mother thanking her angels tonight.
Between Joe and Ashley, they're the reason that my son is still here today, and I'm so thankful. Like they're like little angels.
Joseph works security at the DoubleTree Hotel and Convention Complex in downtown Cedar Rapids. He says they actually just took CPR training last month. At the time, he was told you never know when you might need this. Live in Iowa City, Kristen Rogers, News 7, KWWL. Ron, it was a good day turned for the worse. Jeff had been hunting, something he and many other Iowans love when this all happened. Now he hopes sharing his story will help someone else. Jeff Pavick snapped this picture while bow hunting from his tree stand in Palo, one of the only memories of that trip.
That strap let go around the tree. It's a cable, and I must have went backwards. I don't remember any of that, though.
He fell more than 20 feet, a horrifying discovery for his girlfriend and best friend.
He probably laid there for like an hour and 45 minutes, and we found him face down.
Well, I told him to turn me over. Thank God he didn't. I would have been paralyzed.
With a broken back and neck, among other injuries, he is alive and moving.
I really realized how close death was. And It's very sad because you just never know.
We need to hit him around for a while longer.
His family thankful he is still in their lives. Jeff sharing his story in hopes of helping hunters.
I really strongly recommend when you're in a tree, please wear a vest for safety. It could have prevented a lot of this.
Can't imagine life without him, so we're going to keep him for a while.
We were real close to being paralyzed or death, so I had both of them, and I'm going to beat them both.